Blog Talk Radio.
F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show, F-A-T, watch the time on you. Say it one more time, F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show, F-A-T, watch the time on you. Here we go. No matter what you say, I'ma spit it how I spit it so you niggas can forget it. Everybody is a critic. I walk in the dark with my chronicles veridic, with my game up the bar, so your girl'll let me hit it. Damn, man, my show's simply marvelous. You can stop the hating and debating, you can't argue this. Cause if you found something better, you would sip Moretta while wearing an ugly sweater. But my show you listening, so stop the whimpering. This is for the sinners and the born again Christians. Turn to Philippians, nope, you can miss me then. If you wanna talk, take my number, you can hit me then. Cause you know my show is rocking. Fat Cat, remember that when your girl is shocking. When them headphones are knocking. Fat Cat Show and you don't stop the knocking. F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show, F-A-T, watch the time on you. Say it one more time, F-A-T-C-A-T, man, y'all rockin' the Fat Cat Show. This is my show, F-A-T, watch the time on you. Here we go. Yo, what's cracking? You rockin' with your boy, the preacher's grandson, the sinister minister, the Rabbi Raymond Noodle, the chaplain of fried chicken's last rites, the thinking deacon, y'all know who it is. That's Fat Cat, and I'm down with my dog, Roof. Y'all know who it is. It's T, Satellite, Bills. What's cracking?
What's up, man?
Nothing much. I did see Dree on the line, but I think she bust up. I looked and saw it for a minute, but we here anyway. But anyway, man, we want to welcome everybody to the Fat Cat Show with your host Fat Cat and Satellite, and we thank everybody for choosing to tune in with us today. We're gonna have a good show tonight, and like I say before every show, we want y'all to like and share the post. Feel free to comment. We want more comments. If you're not gonna call the show, comment below on any of these topics, because I know people. I see people write on Facebook all day. You can write in the comment box of topics and stuff, and also you can also let us know what topics and stuff that you want to discuss on the show, and we'll put the things in play. So anyway, like I said, like, share, and subscribe to the Fat Cat Show Network. We need we need y'all support. I know a lot of people might not like some of the things that we say. We are very boisterous about controversial opinions and all that stuff. So I know it ain't to everybody's liking. We're not that show that's gonna sugarfoot on anything, or hold our tongue back on anything, just for people to like and rate. So we just one of those type of shows. So we touched up.
Did you mean to say sugar coat? Because you said sugar foot.
Oh, sugar foot, sugar coat, whatever, all of that. You know what it is. I'm just saying. They know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. So like I said, like and subscribe to post, and you can check us out on iTunes, Spotify, iHeart, Stitcher, Deezer, TuneIn, and Blog Talk Radio. And like I always say, before we're gonna hit Pandora soon, and just y'all can check us out on any of those platforms. Also Periscope, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, any of those. Just feel free to comment on anything that we're talking about. So but anyway, like I said, I want to get back to our show. We're gonna have a good show today, and like always when I start the show, I want to wish everybody with birthdays happy birthday. I want to wish my little brother Dino a happy birthday, and of course my cousin Mike's birthday is tomorrow. I know we might not be doing the show, so I want to wish him a happy birthday also, and my brother G, who was twins with Dino, happy birthday, rest in peace. continue to rest in peace. And also, I want to give my condolences to those that may have lost somebody in life. Maybe it was today, maybe it was tomorrow, maybe it was a couple of weeks ago, a couple of years, or whatever. Our hearts and prayers are still with you. So, what do you got, Satellite? You got anything? What was up with you today, man?
Everything was slow motion for real, for real. I know I say that a lot of times, but today was super, super slow.
Right. But anyway, like I want to get into something because I know a lot of people didn't catch yesterday's show, which was supposed to be, a lot on Kobe. We had a heated discussion on there, and I just seen something going through the news because you can't even turn on your TV without seeing this thing with Kobe, which is a tragedy, and those 8 other people that lost their lives. Now we see that they're bringing forth the names of the people, even though we still don't know them or not. But our hearts still go out to everybody. But I'm seeing a lot of people. They have 100. What was that? 1.5 million people that put in petitions to have the logo, the NBA logo, changed. And this mystified me. In Jerry West's time, the current logo is, of course, the man that you see on the board right there, the white guy, Jerry West. It's been him for the longest, and he had a stellar career. But it's many people that done came and surpassed him and broke so many of the things that he done did in life. So the question is it time to change the NBA logo? Who would you pick? And a lot of people are trying to get Kobe on that logo. Now, not that I'm totally against it, but you can't put Kobe on there without Jordan being first. That's my whole thing. You can't put Jordan on there without Kobe being. I mean, Kobe without Jordan being first. So my solution would be, I think, for every decade, the NBA should change to put a different person on the logo. What do you think about that? Every decade, they should change the logo. It should be a different person. Whoever dominates that decade should be on that logo.
For every decade,
Yeah.
I'm saying people gonna they're gonna want to be paid for their likeness being used. That's something you got to think about.
But I think it's to most of the players it's going to be an honor. Do you think? Let's say, uh, what do you think they giving Jerry West right now? He been on there for the longest. It's no longer. See, it was a different league when he was playing back in
Yeah,
the
but
50s.
people are more business like now.
Yeah,
People want to get paid for anybody using their likeness.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could see Michael Jordan saying it's okay to use his likeness. Michael gonna want to get paid.
Right. I'm pretty sure they tear Jerry West off. It's fair, but my thing is, I think because they name so many awards and stuff after people too, like the Joe Dumars Award and all of that. So I think most of the NBA players would be honored to have the league after their name. I think that'd be the biggest thing, and I think the competition would be even better to know that if I dominate in this decade or this era, that I'm gonna get my likeness. I'm gonna be really the face of the NBA. So, I mean, what do people think about that? It's been Mean Queen said it's been time to change it. How long has it been on? Uh, since the Jerry West played in the like '60s, so it's been since the '60s and stuff. His likeness and stuff has been on the what? Because the NBA is about 60, almost 70 years old.
But first, you people want to take down the General Lee statues, and now you want to put a black guy face at the head of the NBA.
I'm just saying that's. I think it's when she said, "Oh my God, change it." Yeah, I would love to see it change because, like I said, there's plenty of people. They said that Kobe had passed Jerry West on the scoring list sometime in his rookie year. So you know what I'm saying? I mean, almost a year. So that just go to show you, many people have came and and way surpassed him as far as the league. So why not change it? You know?
Yeah,
Oh shoot, this
I'm
guy,
just
man.
no, I'm just saying. What you guys, you want to own teams and put your face as on the head of the league? Come on now. What
I
do you people want?
I
What do
mean
you want?
I mean, how many people feel that way? I'm just I'm real curious about that. Wait a minute. Mean Queen said, I wouldn't say every decade. You have to do more than just dominate on the court. I'm looking at on and off the court. Okay, that's a good suggestion. You know what I'm saying? But during the time, I'm just saying, when you look at that logo, you strictly think basketball. You strictly think basketball, and this you say you damn right. Hey, but that's what you strictly think about. You, as bad as it sounds, because we do have some people that don't know how to carry themselves, and like I said, who would you say LeBron and the Greek Freak are about the only ones right now that are like the heavy faces of the league. So why not put one of them on that logo when they know they way better than Jerry West? It could have been, you could have went back in Magic. You could have went back to all of that. And I'm curious too of what they're gonna do as far as paying tribute to Kobe. As far as she said I was talking to TV. I know you was talking to him. Um, what kind of tribute? Because they got Magic statue out in front of the Staples Center. So will they give Kobe a statue out there, who played his full career in L.A. and Magic, and everybody is considering him what, the greatest Laker to ever wear that uniform. So why not? You know, it seemed like you're very 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 quiet today. I don't know what somebody slipped in your tea. What?
No, yeah, I was just listening to you talk, man. You sound good tonight. Go ahead, continue.
I would say something, but
Don't.
I'm gonna keep it calm just in case of the ministers and the deacons that might pop in this place with the
But,
Lord.
you silly. But I wouldn't mind them having Kobe Bryant as the face of the NBA. It's about time. The NBA is what, 80 something percent black, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Um, it's not really a color thing, to tell the truth. It's like me and Queen said, it's time.
Yeah. It is. It definitely is, because I doubt half of the guys that's in basketball right now even know of Jerry West's career. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
I saw him. I saw he was a pretty good guy. He had a 29-point career average. So, but you got to think back in that time, the rules and stuff was different.
They wouldn't even dunk
Yeah, right,
him.
right. So it wasn't even a 3 point line either. So it was, it was just, hey, everything was different. But how many would like to see the logo change? And would you prefer? Who would you want to see in the logo? Is it Kobe? Is it Jordan? Is it um, Larry Bird or what? Who would you like to see in there? If you got any comments on that, the number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. Um, I don't know. I think it's just definitely time for a definite change. So,
May-
um,
Maybe they'll do like they've been doing for the past 10 years, saying they got to change the $20 bill and put Harriet Tubman on it.
yeah, they've been saying that for a while.
They've been saying it for like 10 years.
Yeah, it was shorter for a while. Just like they said the same thing about reparations. They gonna
Right.
be they gonna be they gonna be hanging that one on for the longest. And
Car, ins- car insurance in Detroit will change before that happens.
and they probably not gonna remove Jerry West until he drop and croak or something. So hey, but it is what it is. But
Oh, I didn't know Jerry West was still alive.
yeah, he's still alive. He's
How old is he?
man about 80 or something. He owns a stake in the Memphis Grizzlies. So, that's what he's still real active. First he was over there with the Lakers, managing the Lakers, but now he's a stakeholder in the Memphis Grizzlies. So, but I hope they do something, pay some type of good tribute because Jordan, Kobe were like game changers of the league. They resurrected the league when the league was falling. So it's definitely
Hey, you can't leave Showtime out, baby.
hey, hey, wait a minute. His contract got dust on it. They probably can't even find it. She said, "Well, cut it out, Big Quay." Said the contract got dust on it, can't find it. But anyway, I want to get into our next segment of today. And I don't know, maybe I didn't even want to get the video for this one because it's kind of like sickening. I'm kind of tired of this guy. Um, it's kind of old though. Anyway, the Orlando Brown situation with Nick Cannon. You know, I've been realizing either this boy is on crack,
Yeah, he's got a mental illness.
or crack, yeah, or just a mental illness because
Yeah,
I don't know what dude goes on and happy and bragging about another man supposedly sucking his thing.
he didn't take his medication, man. You can tell crazy people by their eyes a lot of times. And he's got crazy eyes. He's a little off.
But then again, we always see that most celebrities they pull this thing with homosexuality or something to get attention.
But he's not a celebrity anymore. He's a has been.
Hell, you know what? But let's say a person that can draw a camera. Like me and you, we here, we doing our thing. We media people, but we can't get a spotlight. He could get a spotlight. He could,
You know how many views we'll get if we had you kissing a man online?
but you know how grateful the Menjos would be if you just come out and kiss who you need to kiss.
Okay, stop. All
Uh,
right, all right,
okay, all
all
right. So hey,
right.
you try to be funny now. I don't play that mess. But like I said, they countless people pull this. What's the guy, the comedian from Detroit, Spanky?
Spiky, yeah.
Remember when he said uh, John Singleton uh, told Tyrese that need to suck his thing or something to get that part on Baby Boy.
I don't remember that.
No, this was a couple of years ago. He said he was in the audition for the part for Baby Boy, and he said that it was him and Tyrese, which was kind of like suspect to me anyway because they said the part was made for Pac. But when he said that he was in there for a Baby Boy part, I kind of got suspicious of it. But then come to find out that it was all a lie. And he tried to reach out to Tyrese, and Tyrese was like, "Go on, you a clown, nigga." Was kind of calling him a clown and all that. So definitely, people always kind of they either pull the race card or the that homosexual card to kind of like get attention. But lately, it's been if it's the Me Too movement or the gay
No,
cloud.
that guy's just trying to get some attention
Yeah, that's what I'm.
because he was a child star,
Yeah,
and now he's absolutely nothing.
right.
He can't get a gig because all the others. He probably dibble and dabbed around with some drugs or whatever, and he don't have the money to get the drugs, and he's not getting the attention now. He don't have the money. Like if he was a child star and you become an adult and now you're not working, where would you work?
Right.
Can you see him working at Walmart?
Nah.
The guy from the Cosby Show, he swallowed his pride, and you
Yeah.
see what happened.
Trader Joe's.
Yeah,
He
you
went
see
to
what
Trader
happened.
Joe's. Not, but now you see him in he empowered and all of that stuff. Now, yeah, he did his thing, and I think it was good that somebody had empathy for him.
No, they tried to shame him.
I'm
That's why. The,
Yeah, they tried to shame him, but yeah, I'm talking about the producers. Had empathy for him and started giving him gigs. So
look
not.
how they, look how they did your boy. What's his name? From Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, damn, what's his name? I can't get it. I know somebody out there know his name because I don't pay attention to Love and Hip Hop. That's why I don't know. But I pretty much know who you talking about.
He sung that song. It's going down. What's his name?
Oh, Young Jock.
Young Jock. Yeah.
Y-
With him driving that. Like
That
it's
was
not.
that was publicity
Yeah, I think it was too.
because I looked at his net worth. He's still worth 8 million. So that's
Yeah, he probably owned the company or part owner
right,
of the company.
right.
But I was looking at the comments on Facebook. People's like, "Oh, he must have really fell off," and I'm like, "That's what people like to see.
They drunk.
See you doing good, and then you fall off."
Yeah, they like to drown you in your own misery. Wait,
Yeah.
Mean Queen said a job is a job. You have to do what's necessary to live and pay bills. Amen. Hey, I'm just but when I looked at that because he did a Uber skit before, like him driving the Uber, or Lyft. That's what made me think. I like, man, this is play. Ain't no way in hell, you because a natural dude would have been like if a person was taping them and they fell off. That's a heavy moment in your life, and somebody trying to shame you. Young Jock probably would have been yelling until his what's the name hair looked like Big Red from from
Right.
so I'm
Hey,
just
do
saying.
Do you know any ex rappers or actors from Detroit that you think that fell off? You seen them working at a regular place, and it became a rumor.
I, Somebody was just telling me about somebody that was like that, but I know pretty much I've been seeing like it was a lot of rumors about not a rapper but a singer, Keith Washington. You know,
That's what I was just thinking about. Like when I used to hang out, I would see him and his brother at the bar hollering at the same chicks I was hollering at.
Yeah, Keith Washington. They said he fell on pretty bad times, and a couple of NBA players too fell on some real hard times, like and
Latin Cleaves.
Mateen Cleaves. We used to see John Long in the not John Long, Grant Long in the casino hanging with some old bum dudes all the time. And now he a Piston commentator now. But he used to,
Uh, one of the cats that was part of the Fab Five, he was on the bus with my boy. I ain't gonna even say his name, but he was on the bus with my boy talking.
it's, let me see. Because most of them don't live in Detroit, but either Ray Jackson or Jimmy King. Ray
It was
Jackson,
one.
and, Ray
It was
Jackson and
it,
Jimmy
it was
King.
one of them, but I won't say. I won't even put them on out there because everybody go through
Yeah,
hard times and whatnot.
you do definitely. But like I said, but it's a shame that we do use, uh, we do go that route to like draw attention to ourselves. We live in that era where you know, where people now these cell phones with constant technology on your hand, you always trying to catch something off somebody else's downfall to go viral to get famous. So that's one of them things. I would never ever like play that role for somebody. If you fall on hard times, I'm like, damn, I got empathy for you.
But I'm
So
telling you, we can get 20 million views if you do what I said.
you no, why don't you do it then?
Now I said, if you,
No,
nobody
no,
cares.
you.
No,
Yeah, yes
hey,
they do.
nobody cares about
Yes they
me.
do. You got that Benjo symbol on you. So go on and do it. So don't worry about me. What you want to see me do it? That's I don't know, dog. I gotta be thinking, but
Do
any
it for the views, baby. Do it for the
uh,
views.
you gonna do it for the views. You bend over at Menjo's
Oh,
or
you
somebody,
mother.
but but anyway, like man, don't play with me, man, with that stuff, man. You know I don't play that,
But
man.
you're a deacon, man. You ain't
Hey,
supposed to talk
hey,
like
hey, well, don't bring the devil out of me and you won't see it. That's all
that. Hey,
right.
man. Come on now.
But anyway, I'm okay. You right. I'm gonna just start saying, "Get behind me, Satan." But anyway, I want to get into our topic for
I,
today.
I I feel like Kane from Minister Society, but Grandma.
We're gonna get into our topic for today, man. Something wrong with you. Our topic for today: why are most men and women scared of commitment? I always thought that love should be special for everyone. The very thought of being able to find a person you love and can share your life forever. Surprisingly, there are many who would prefer to remain single due to the fear of commitment. What are those fears that would allow people to knock something so beautiful? Let's look into those fears today on the Fat Cat Show. Um, what's I know as for you as a single dude. Um, I know primarily all of it is not you know that you want to be single, but you have some insecurities about relationships and who you involve with. I know some of the things that even you reach out. We talk about for women as far as uh, them not mingling with the wrong men because they have to be careful just as well because women women have the babies, and so if you breeding with man and producing babies, then that's a bad look, bad look. So, but I know with you gotta have your own kind of uh like hang-ups with like just committing, especially with anybody. What's your take on that with commitments?
I don't have any problems with commitment because now that I've gotten older, I know what I want and I know what to look out for. So it's no real fear there because I can dismiss some bull crap in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I know right away if if I see a future with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
When I don't see a future and I'm with somebody, I know it's time to go.
Yeah.
I don't waste any time with people now
Right.
because I don't have 100 years to live.
Right.
I don't have 5 or 10 years to give away to anybody.
So you think, would you say, even with you being so careful as far as relationships, do you think you could ever be fooled again?
I don't think I can be fooled.
You don't?
No, I don't think I can be fooled.
Okay, let's say, do you think you be better able to manage, let's say, those desires and wants and needs of the heart? Because that be the hardest part, because your mind may be saying something, but your heart is the one that kind of like keep you pushing and looking for something different in that person, even though this person may not be right for you. And your heart always, in your heart, it be like, man, I know this person can change. I know this, and that's what, you know what I'm saying? The ideals what kept us around, probably like people that we knew we should have left a long time ago, and we had that hope and that desire that maybe, I could change her, make her be an angel, we just, and we stick around all
You
and
stick
just waste.
around and have sex with them, and you putting your damn life in danger.
Right, and that's the thing, um, it's just like I guess Kenny Rogers said, knowing when to fold, knowing when to hold your cards and when to fold them. And I think a lot of us, just because uh, we're heartstrong, I know a lot of people that are so heartstrong, they have big hearts, man, and it's hard for them to give up on people, whether they know these people are even rotten. They thinking, a lot of people think that through love that they can change anybody, or that they committed to this certain person because of love. Like, if I love you, I won't give up on you. I think that's the philosophy of most people. They'd be like, I love this person. I can't leave them. They in need. They hurting. And they don't know that you could even love that person and still don't have to be with that person.
But you know what? I love myself even more. And,
Amen.
um, like the problems I have with women, like I done met a couple of women that I didn't mind being with. You know what I'm saying? I
Uh-huh.
really like, but all of them had something common.
Whore bags.
Mm-mm.
What?
Medical issues. Like everybody had their hangups on what they can deal with and what they can't deal with.
Amen.
And that's one thing I can't deal with. I can't be a caretaker for anybody.
Right.
If I love you, and if something happened, I stick by you. I wouldn't abandon you. But
Mm-hmm.
if I don't even have any feelings for you at all, you sick when I first meet you, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
This relationship is not for me.
Right. 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 I I hear that, and like I said, uh, it be the hardest thing sometime, and I think people be thinking that, they'll look at a situation, and and you go to a, like, just say you get with a person, and you trying to get to know this person, and then you figure out something about that person that you can't deal with in life, that that you're not going to be strong enough to deal with, and then people be like, oh, you heartless, you left that person just because, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's more noble and respectful for you to be honest up front and let them know that, hey, this is what I ain't gonna be able to deal with. Wait a minute. JT said people do change, but you can't change them. Yeah, we definitely can't. You definitely can't change nobody. But I think people are so stuck on that I could love that bad part out of them, that I could change. I could try to change their ways. They had changed for me, or you know what I'm saying. That power of love thing, the Luther type statement, the power of love. and that's where they be sadly mistaken at. Anybody else that got any comments or want to write below and let us know what you think? If you want to call the show, that number is 646-564-9728. Press 1 if you want to comment. And Satellite, I just want to know, what do you think are most people's common fears with commitments? What do you think is the most common fear that they have?
You know what? One of my fears is you'll put your all into a relationship or a person,
Mm-hmm.
and their ex is somebody will come back and take that away. They'll go back with their ex. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you done took all your eggs, put them in one basket, and the person is gone now.
Mm-hmm.
Because people don't know how to be committed to you or even loyal to you.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of times I know with a lot of guys, they'll say, "Well, I have more than one woman just in case."
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a lot for you to say, "Okay, let me get rid of all the just in case and get
Right.
that one."
Right. Right.
Because when you get that one, if that one leave, then you have nothing. You
Mm-hmm.
starting all over again, and that's a fear
And,
that you do have.
and people don't know. When a man is broken, when you break a man's heart, he has just amount of bad time as a woman do recovering from it. You when women look at a man, they be thinking like, a man's supposed to be hard and be able to bounce back from that. But matters of the heart hurt the man just as bad as it hurt the woman. You know,
Mm.
I mean, I came up with a cat that we went to high school together, and he killed himself when the woman refused to marry him. So me and we go through these things too, and we don't want to be broken like that either. So I we got to be careful just as well as y'all. And on top of that, where really the court system and this new movement, the Me Too movement, is more catering towards women being a dominant species anyway. So we have to be careful mentally. We got to be careful spiritually. We got to be careful financially of who we mess with as far as women. So it ain't nothing of us trying to get. That's why when you first talked to me about the situation about the women with the medical problems, I looked at it and I said, man, you out cold. You remember I said that. I said, man, you out cold. But then I thought about it, and I said, love takes sacrifice. It takes sacrifice. It takes that commitment, and it takes work for you to do it. And if you truly know that you're not able to do it, don't take the job.
Right. See, it's different when you love somebody.
Mm-hmm.
If they got sick or anything, you there for them. But when you haven't had time to fall in love or care
Mm-hmm.
about that person like that,
Mm-hmm.
how you gonna ask me to be? I can't be there for you. I don't even want to really get to know you.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Um,
I, I
I met this one woman, beautiful woman, smart woman, educated woman,
mm-hmm.
but she told me, well, the doctors told me within 5 years I'll be in the wheelchair, and I had to ask myself, do you want to really deal with this? She was always in pain. You know what I'm saying?
How long you was dealing with her?
For about 6 months.
6 months.
I didn't even really like her that much.
Okay.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Uh,
I'm sorry. What can, I'm talking about you about to be in a wheelchair. I'm
y-
talking about what can I do with you?
and you know what? And I guess I would have to respect that, but 6 months is enough time to like really making a full assessment of if this chick was.
She didn't tell me. She didn't tell me.
But you always wonder why she was in pain, right?
No, I didn't even ask because at that point I already came in contact with two other sick chicks, so I was afraid to ask.
Oh, okay. Okay, one of them surprising things. Uh,
Yeah,
like,
that's my thing, man. I always meet somebody with a medical condition, and
yeah.
I'm like, dang. And somebody told me one time, maybe that's what God wants you to have. I said, man, I don't know, not my God. He ain't gonna say, you know what? He needs somebody that need to be taken care of. I'm not a caring person. I'm not a nurse type person. I can't be there for you. I'm sorry.
Wow. Hey, I can't knock what but you know your strengths.
Yeah.
You know your strengths. You know your weaknesses. Especially if you say you can't do it. I because over this time I got a chance to see how couples that grew old together and finally one can't take care of themselves and the other one have to step up, and that's that's something definitely. Wait, me and
But
Queen,
they love each other though.
yeah,
You know what I'm
me and Queen said something wrong with him.
saying? But they love each other.
Yeah.
Just imagine somebody that you have no feelings for at all telling you they sick. It's easy to walk away from them.
Oh yeah.
If I love you, God, man, if you get cancer or anything was wrong with you, I'm there with you. I'm there for you. I wouldn't just walk away because I wouldn't want you to do that to
You,
me.
you
Look,
you know the surprising part. Somebody, I ain't even gonna sit up here and tell that lie. Hold on. Hold on. We gotta call her. What's
What's
hap-
up, Fat Cat? What's going on, Satellite?
what's happening with you?
what's happening?
What's the topic? What's the topic? I got in late.
What the hell?
why are most why are most men and women scared of commitment?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, Fat Cat. That's a good one.
Yep.
I think we're taught, once again, we're taught to be scared of commitment. We're taught that. We're taught that. You know, most people don't even want to commit to anything, a job, anything anymore. You know, I think that's something that's a learned behavior.
Okay. But like I said, what do you think are some of the most common fears when it comes to uh, relationship and commitments? You know what I'm saying? That's what we trying to focus on. Like, cause I know everybody got their certain hangups with commitments. I know early in the game for me, my experience taught me a lot because before I met my wife, I was with my son's mother, and one of my biggest fears always, even before I had a child, was having a child with the wrong woman. And then
Hmm.
my worst nightmares became real. And so after I dealt with that, I promised myself, I said, man, I can't really I can't really take none of these women that I'm dealing with serious. So I was always messing with jump offs, and
Yeah.
I couldn't really deal with women that you know I didn't want to deal with no serious relationship, and so
Right.
so so that's one of the things that got me. I was like, you know what? I'm not committing to nobody. I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna have fun. But like I said, eventually, like Harris once said, love's gonna get you. And so I found the
Yeah.
right I found the right person. Yep. So Sally,
That's good. But that's good. I love the way you said that. Right here. I mean, and I know the mean queen has to love that. But I guess with me, when I was scared of commitment, it was because I was dating men that were whorish. You know, um, they want to have more than one woman, and I was just tired of that.
yeah,
So I'm like, well, all men are like, all men are like that. So Why should I be good to anybody?
Right.
You know. But after a while, that got old too. But
I
at that point, when I was scared of commitment, it was because men being promiscuous.
you know what?
Can you hear me?
Let me see that. I can't really hear you. I don't think you on your speak, but um, one of the things I can say about this, I think in the beginning, I think just period. I think everybody might have started off being hoish.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not saying because you didn't know what you liked. I think everybody started off being hoish a bit. I think
I
everybody had a whole period in their life.
Yeah, everybody have had a whole period,
Yeah, that you had to have a whole period in your life
but
to know what you like.
but to
And
start off as a whole, that's kind of reaching.
that ain't far fetched.
I know I didn't start. I started off as a good guy,
Yeah.
and a whore bag changed me.
So you was a mama's boy. Wait a minute. JT said trust is the biggest fear. Yes, it is. That somebody gonna stick that dagger in your back, and you learn. Cause I remember
On
too.
my phone.
I remember too. I started off as a good boy too. I
Who
started out.
changed?
I
Who changed you?
man, like you said, I got used and abused. I started off a good guy, and then I saw that women didn't like good guys. The women that I was running into, they wanted the drug dealing guys. They wanted somebody that was gonna get them stuff. They was superficial. So I found out the hard way. Plus I was a little preacher's kid. You know what I'm saying?
You was
So
a mama's boy.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it wasn't. It,
But you say everybody started off whorish, so you started off as a good guy.
I'm just saying you had. I didn't even count that them Cookie Monster years. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call them, the Cookie Monster years. But
You
but
you
when
you're just eating them up.
you a grocery guy. Uh, but 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 like I
Hey, fellas.
yeah.
Hey, fellas. You know what? You said one thing that just hit me, that you were hurt, and that's why you start doing what you started to do when you didn't want to be committed at that time.
Hmm.
But my thing is that men do this to women all the time, and it's okay. That it's okay for a man. They say it's okay for a man to have 10 wives, but if a woman goes out and has 10 men, she's just a pure out slut or a whore bag, like Satellite would say, or or whatever. And so my thing is that's the part that I got sick of. I got sick of. It was okay for a man to have as many women as he wants, but a woman can't. You know, I'm working, so forgive me. I'm
Yeah.
sounding kind of tired.
So,
Hello.
Satellite, what you got on that?
Oh, nothing at all, man. Nothing at all.
But you know what? I don't think. I think in this day and age, I think the playing field is even now. As far as
Yeah, when
as
you
far
get
as
in your 40s, of course it's even.
I think I see.
Everybody's sick and wore out.
Yeah.
That's what you left.
No, no,
That's what you left with. You left with the women that
I
used to
come back
be,
and get it.
or they
I come back
sick.
and get it. I'm about to do the front
I,
now.
I'm talking about the cheating landscape of it.
Cheating. People can't even get hard. Women got hysterectomies. Who you gonna cheat on? Who you gonna cheat with?
I think no. I'm talking about when it comes down to cheating. I think everybody. Uh, uh, I think the men and the women don't nobody cheat more than the other.
Okay,
It may.
let me tell you. My one friend, she said her man was cheating. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what she did?
Well,
She hid his Viagra, and when the woman called, she said, "Well, I'm the one that got all this Viagra for him. So good luck. You can have him."
wait a minute. I just saw that. I couldn't see without my glasses. Mean Queen said, "Sit still, making me dizzy." I'm trying to think of who she was talking about.
She's talking about me.
Oh, okay, you move it. Okay, okay, yeah, that's one thing though.
Are you trying to? It sounded like trying to refer to me, fat cat. That's all I
What
want
are
to
you
say.
talking about? I didn't say anything about you.
No, no, no. But like I said, I think it. I think it's what is that feed? I'm getting feedback. Um,
Her,
I think everybody has a certain apprehensions about relationships and stuff. It just all depends. I think like my cousin JT said that trust is that number one. Is that number one little attribute? So hold on, we got another caller. You rocking with the Fat Cat Show? What's happening?
Hey, what's going on, son?
Hey, what's going on?
Uh, Let me say this. A lot of what we do, we were taught to do. Mamas, grandmas, aunts. Oh, he's a pretty boy. Women are more homophobic about their sons.
Yeah.
who's
So
that? Cephas?
they push all the time. They insinuate that we must have women, not one, women.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then when we grow up, we wrong because we have more than one.
Mhm. Yep. You,
So that lady on the line, you tell her to be careful what she say about her sons.
you know what? You know what? What's so funny is that me and Satellite talk about that all the time. How coming up, most of the men in our lives that were kind of like our strong influences were always like, "How many girlfriends you got?" You know, and that was the first program. How many girlfriends you got? You should have about 5 girlfriends or something. And you know what I'm saying? And that's how we program. So we automatically get that macho in us about women before we even can say our ABCs. You know, so
Well, you got your mama and your grandma and everybody else putting it out there, and then the men in your life reinforcing what they say.
right.
You grow up with
But
that attitude.
that don't make it right. That don't make it
It
right.
don't make it right, but that's what happened.
Just because what if your parent was a drug addict? Just because your parent is a drug addict, that mean you gonna smoke crack and do heroin too? No.
No,
So,
doing
you
women
know,
is easier.
it's no excuse.
Doing women is
It's
easier. I'm not offering an excuse. It's a fact.
It's the source.
A lot of women, I heard, and I still hear it. Some girl shows up around her friends with her son. Oh, he's a pretty little boy. I bet he got a lot of women. Oh, boy, don't know nothing about women, but you put it in his head.
Yeah. Yep. He right. He definitely right about that. Yeah, it's pre-programming. Pre-programming before the
That's
kid
what it is.
Yeah. Before the kid can even draw his own conclusions. He already got his ideology is already being formulated by somebody else. You know,
Right.
It's similar to like a kid that father is a doctor, you know, or something, and then the father tell his son, I want you to be a doctor just like me. Now the pressure is on him, feeling like he got to live up to that standard that his father lived up to.
But at least he got.
That's
a
right.
standard.
Everything.
You got a lot of kids out here that grew up without a father,
Yeah,
that don't have a standard, nothing to live up to.
right,
I'm talking about nobody to give you those talks about women
right,
in your adolescent years.
right.
Just
Yeah,
imagine that everything you had to find out, you had to figure it out on your own, or by
Right.
other young people that didn't know any better, just like you don't know any better.
right. What was you saying, cuz?
But that's when you have so many pregnant teenagers now. because of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
When we was coming up, girls were taught to keep their drawers up.
Yeah. Big time. Big time.
Oh yeah.
How old are you, sir?
68.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
She gonna try
So,
to get on them. She like
You come from a different era and a different time, which is
I'm
a
gonna
little
tell you
older,
right now.
which is,
I'm gonna
gives
tell
us
you
a
right
little bit
now
more
about your era.
experience.
I'm gonna tell you right now about your era. You want to change the young boys? Change your daughters. Cause 90% of what they do is done to impress girls. If the girls don't allow it, they won't do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You right.
Mm-hmm.
You say that all the time, Satellite, about don't let your daughters or your breed with man.
Right.
Change them.
You can breed them right on up.
Breed them right on up out of it. We say that it's funny that he brought that up. We say that, and that's coming from two different generations. So
it's a fact.
Yeah.
You got loss of respect there. That's what it is. See, girls.
That's so
girls
true.
want
That's so
boyfriends,
true.
and then when they stop respecting themselves, they allow things to happen to them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And when they do, then the name calling start. Whorebag, slut.
Yep.
Oh man, I slept with her myself. Oh man, don't tell me that. Hey.
Right.
But it's what they allow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what my daughter told me today?
What?
She said, Daddy, you gonna have a son one day. I said, what you talking about? She said, my husband. I said, what? She said, don't worry about it. I'm gonna make you proud. I'm gonna choose a good man.
Amen. But that's what you taught her.
That's what I taught her.
And that's the whole thing. That's what you taught her. But like I said, anyway, we want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Fat Cat Show. Want to thank my cousin for chiming in. Thank the Dree for chiming in. I know somebody's phone had some static, so I had to kind of like mute it out. Thank everybody for tuning in. The Mean Queen from behind the scenes for her contribution in the comments. And Satellite, thank you, brother.
Oh, are you welcome, brother?
Thank you, brother. We're brothers. But
we both have the same name, right?
Oh yeah. Back in college, they call us the Crazy Times. But anyway, like I said, man, y'all keep rocking with us, keep supporting. Share this post. Follow us on iHeart, Spotify, TuneIn, Deezer,
90 seconds.
Podbean, iTunes, Stitcher, Blog Talk, and Facebook, Periscope, Twitter, YouTube. Y'all know what's up. Continue to show us your love and follow us at the Fat Cat Show Network on YouTube. Subscribe, y'all. We need you. Amen. But like I said once again, I can't make it without the Lord.
60 seconds.
Can't make it without the Lord. So
Lord.
So y'all keep rocking with us, keep tuning in.
And please don't give anybody your tax money.
Yeah, don't get that tax money up. And Valentine's Day is coming up, so you know the one that's plotting on that tax day he gonna treat you to a nice Valentine's Day. He gonna get you the card. He gonna get you a nice little card. He probably take you out to Benihana's or something. So be careful of that. I saw a video of a man rubbing a big fat leg talking about tax season coming. So hey, be careful out there, y'all. You know, be safe and continue rocking with us, y'all. And definitely we up out of here. Peace.
10 seconds.